All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Bakemonogatari, Episode 1. Oh my god, the Monogatari franchise.
Yeah, we are doing this, guys.
We are here.
We are doing it.
This is the first time we're recording something for a Tuesday that isn't Hunter x Hunter
in a long time.
Forever.
Very long time.
Oh my gosh.
We have heard a lot of high praise for this show.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's, dialogue heavy?
We know it's, very much a pay attention show.
Right, exactly.
Pay close attention.
Oh, and by the way, we've heard that there are, flicker frame type things with, some text and whatnot. I'm going to be editing this show, so if there's things that we missed that are important, because apparently some of it isn't necessarily important, then,
give us a week
keep
or
up
two.
To date on that, yeah.
Yeah, give us a week or two in the episode recording to catch up with it.
Right,
because
just in case we miss it, while we're watching the episode. But this is going to be great.
This is going to be fun. I'm really hyped to figure out, what's the deal with this show.
Right.
Because apparently, there's, different names for the seasons or something, and it's the
order is a big deal, and we have some people helping us out with that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hyped, and again, we're both blind on this, so this will be interesting. Just cool. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Time moves in slow motion.
Okay, I see. So this is what we have to... All right, this is happening.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. This style is really something.
It is. The music is really good, too.
Is this the opening?
Maybe?
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
They were not kidding about...
Yeah, they were not kidding. Holy crap.
Jeez.
Okay. Oh, I'm on this already.
Yeah. Okay, Shaft, calm down.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to get, brainwashed or something, hypnotized. Yep, there's the hypnotism. See it? Called it. Freaking called it.
I gotta say, I really like the red outlines. Or sometimes, I guess.
This girl. I've seen her in pictures and stuff. She's the purple hair, just... Oh. Dang.
Oh, I've seen this shot before. And he was actually able to catch her?
Right. After she reached terminal velocity. Mm-hmm. Absurdly light.
Okay. Senjugahara.
Uh-huh. Okay, now we're in the opening.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's too much detail.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
I think my eyes are just going to be wide open, blinking, unblinking as much as I can.
They don't make it easy either.
No.
The text will be spread out and at different angles and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so they've mentioned your fault at least twice now. When they did one of the flash texts, what I try and look for is specific nouns.
Sure.
And then the pronoun. you know, and
Taki crab, staple.
Okay.
All right.
Thankfully, we're actually really fast visual readers.
Yeah, but even then,
this
not
is
prepared.
No. Also, there's the problem with memory because, there's
right, because there's so much of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Is this?
This is actually a Gundam.
Yeah. Brace yourself, Jacob. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, Hitaki crab.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
All the like environment shots. It's like, yeah, this is definitely Shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Araragi.
Whoa. We have Tsubasa and Araragi.
Right.
Gotcha. Teacher's pet. Wow, they even had the text upside down. Thanks a lot. Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Ah. Huh. Yes, I do think so.
Hitaki crab.
Yeah.
That's a good distinction.
Yeah. Okay, the way they're framing this shot with the chair legs and stuff, it makes me think like about perspective regarding like what they can perceive.
She's imitating him.
Oh, so this happened previously.
Or was that a dream, or
something? Wow, and he just...
didn't realize it?
Yeah. Those are all ideas, I guess, for the Culture Festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This first-person perspective is
Yeah, it makes it seem like a video game.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, okay. That's her.
Hey, we're getting some of the Shaft head tilt started.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, that hair, man. Wow. Not around.
Ah.
Yeah.
This is some big build-up for the Best Girl competition.
Right, right. So they keep doing this with the chair legs.
Uh-huh. That was a nice transition.
Okay, an adult.
Who is this Mr. Oshino?
Whoa, whoa.
That's... all right.
That's trippy.
Yeah.
Well, that's Senjigahara.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
See, they keep doing this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
A banana peel. Oh my god. How light she was. Five kilograms. Gotcha. Yeah. Right. She not have bones?
Oh, gotcha. So the Hitaki crab, okay.
Talking to the audience there.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is actually just terrifying. And apathy. Go on the offensive. There it is. Arigato. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Wow. She actually stapled his cheek. Oh my god. Whoa.
Oh. What's with this echoey sound?
Yeah. Oh.
Baka.
Don't eat them at school. You left your...
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. See, you know what's weird? There's no one here, really.
Right.
It's like, there's only main characters here, you know? It's not tomorrow yet, Senjigahara.
Yeah.
He didn't say...
Exactly.
Dream on. Did he regenerate it? Wait, what?
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, Shino Meme.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Exposition much?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Because there's no dare in that. Yeah. What the heck is this place?
Cut it off.
Yeah, it. It. Safety's number one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All of them.
I need to hold all your school supplies. This little... maybe just a little bit?
Okay.
She does know. Oh my god. Okay, she does have bones, apparently.
Oh. This is so much. This is an acid trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. I like the music.
Mm-hmm. This. What sort of a conversation is this? Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Jeez. They were all alive, too. Ah, okay. What is your story? Okay. Did you see the eyes? Okay.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Oh my gosh. This is nuts.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
What the...
That was something.
Hey, I got some names.
Yeah, Senjukahara, Shinobu, Araragi, and Oshino?
Oshino, yeah. And then there's the Hakenewa, the girl who was the...
right,
the nice...
Is that Tsutomu, or... No. I don't know. Okay.
Wait.
This show is an acid trip.
Yeah. So we have vampires.
Mm-hmm. We have ex-vampires.
Yep.
Gods.
Yep. We have a very terrifying weightless girl.
Uh-huh.
And
spatial powers, apparently.
Yes.
Although that might be just comedy.
Who knows?
All right. My head hurts. My head hurts.
What?
That.
What?
We're embarking on a ride, Caleb.
But
a journey.
Like, okay. Here's the thing. The frames are meant to be there for a specific style of watching.
Yes.
It's basically where you have the remote or the mouse just pausing every once in a while, and you read it and you get some new information. Which, what I like about that is them basically saying, we want to shove as much dense information in here as possible. But it seems like this is one of those stories where we don't actually know half of what's, kind of going on.
Right.
So if you have a specific kind of hindsight perspective, exactly, you can see how everything does make sense. And that is like some of my favorite stuff, because
yes, absolutely.
What it basically says is like, all right, you don't know anything. That's okay.
Right.
You're not supposed to know anything. But there is going to be a point where you come back to this and you do know things. And you're going to be like, oh my God.
Like we had been warned that this show was dialogue heavy. I did not expect this.
I didn't expect this either.
I did not expect this. Like, this was just dialogue. Like there were even points where the dialogue started to come to a lull, and then they're like, hold on, we can't go forward unless you tell me about your backstory. And it's like,
so
I want to give my eyes a break.
So one of the things that is kind of clever about this, and this is something that I think is kind of hilarious, was this show took this first episode, right, and basically dunked us into an acid trip of a thing, but had it framed initially with a simple encounter of a girl falling,
right,
and some guy catching her, which seems very like
cliche.
It's cliche, but it's something where we have the guy who's the main character, obviously. Araragi. And Senjogahara falls into his arms, and she's light.
Yeah.
It's almost as if it's not real. Like,
right, because the thing is that you would expect it to be a dream, almost like the beginning of Madoka Magica, right?
Right.
But then it apparently did happen, but we don't know exactly when or anything like that. And there's supernatural elements, so we don't know how that comes into play. And this
is one of those stories that I know is going to be real, because why would they have the story in it?
Right. But it's enough of an acid trip. They don't need to make it even more of an acid trip. I make you question reality when it's strange enough as it is.
Which is funny, because initially when I saw the way the chair legs were put into there, what I kind of do whenever... this is one of my weird theories that I go on, is whenever I see a shot framed where you have the perspective characters behind a filter of things that fragment the scene, what that means to me is that this is not real. That this is not... That basically means that there's a filter being put over our eyes, and this is not reality. So... I initially was in the I'm questioning reality state, okay? But then they casually dropped vampires like that, and I was like, okay, wait, no, hold on, reframe everything. This entire world is real.
Right.
This entire world matters. Every character matters. But the important thing, I think, is that the detail being given to us on the back walls text, like that stuff there, seems to be entirely Araragi's inner thoughts.
Yes.
So the characters and the world is real, but some of the perspective maybe on it might not be real.
Okay, here's the way that we could try and approach it. All right. In Madoka Magica, when they would do those environment shots, right? Rapid transition, and they seem to be kind of arbitrary. It was impressionistic, and it was to communicate some sort of feeling, right? Unease or something like that, right? And here, so maybe there's something like that here where we can analyze not the details or the specifics of what choices they make, but the overall impression that those choices give. And then, just the weirdness of it all. It's like, okay, cool. That kind of prepped us for the reveal of vampires and things like that. Because something like vampires, that would be very hard to do as a reveal just by talking about it, especially if it's not established very early on at, like, the beginning of the story, because that's when you're most, like, receptive to basically the weirdness and new information and setting the tone of the world, right? So the fact that they did that kind of kept us in that constantly questioning state, which is really good. As far as like an overall impression for the show, though, other than being an acid trip, I have no idea.
So my next insight, I believe, is that there's something about being caged in this story. So we have Senjugahara, who is needing to be free of her curse, essentially. It's a very classic kind of trope there. But the thing is that she's anything but incapable. Like, she's extremely capable to the point that she's got some yandere,
that's
maybe
not
she's like,
tsundere.
you would call me tsundere. He's like, I'll call you Sundra. Like, there's nothing dere about you at all. And so, the thing that I like with those, no, backing up. If there is another layer to this story, which are Araragi's innermost thoughts, basically his words splayed on the backgrounds and stuff like that. I don't think so far they've shown any of them to be explicitly not his thoughts. Meaning that some of them are just for the audience, like basic exposition, data that could be ascertained by anyone.
Not tied to any person,
No, well...
Or could be tied to a person.
What I'm meaning is that none of them are not his. Meaning that basically all of them could be his, but none of them are being locked away from being his thoughts. Which generally, if you have like they did the perspective thing again as well. And the fact that there's no one else at the school other than main characters, basically. And in fact, they had to go to another place in order to interact with the important person, Mr. Oshino, which, just in the imagery of where he was located, didn't make sense. So we can throw the whole, it's an acid trip, it's not supposed to make sense yet. But if we're trying to, hold on to some semblance of sanity here, I would like to posit that there is an aspect of being mentally imprisoned by something. Mentally imprisoned by something. And I think it's either going to be loneliness, depression, because you have all this crazy stuff going around and stuff. But ultimately, it seems like this main character, Aragi, is kind of just the general insert, like, I react to all this crazy stuff happening around me because I have some semblance of normality. Whereas, no, he's nothing like that. He's a vampire. He's an ex-vampire.
The fact that he is the main character feels like, on some levels, it feels like he's sort of just the insert main character, whatever. But on the other hand, it feels very intentional, everything that they do with him as a main character. So, and I don't know what exactly it is that they're going to end up, like, how they're going to end up taking it, but it's there.
So okay, this is the show.
It is.
I am like, my brain is hurting.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
My eyes, like you said, like they need a break.
Whew.
Okay. So we had the part that wasn't the opening.
Right.
We thought was the opening, but it wasn't. And it was people fighting. It was like chaos. It was a sequence of images of a lot of people, just kind of doing crazy supernatural stuff. Mm-hmm. So let's take this into kind of the Haruhi context.
Okay.
Because I actually think we can draw a lot of connection between this and Haruhi.
All right.
We have a normal main character who's not normal. Who's not normal.
Right. And he's, in fact, very connected to the not normal.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But let's say he attracts the not normal.
Okay, sure. And all right. And with the way that they set it up from this one, it's that all right, this person comes in with a, situation.
Yep.
He's going to try and help them fix it. Mm-hmm. Cool. Pretty basic as far as like plot goes.
Right.
Even though, since everything seems to be dialogue, there's that new spin on it.
Yeah.
And there's the telltale signs of the watch order being important, basically, and that's this, and the fact that it's so impressionistic is probably why the watch order is such a hotly debated topic, because there are so many different things you could get by doing different orders to like try and mix and match. Mm-hmm. Because even in this episode, even though this is the first episode, there's a lot of things talking about it as if it were an already established story.
Right. Just the casual dropping of vampires and the fact that she's not even freaking out about the fact that she was a vampire. And looking at the bites on the neck, and it's just like, oh, yeah, for sure. Which is funny also because that's the thing that didn't regenerate. Whereas he regenerated the wound from inside his mouth. He still has the wounds on his neck from when he was bitten.
I didn't even catch the wounds.
You didn't even catch the wounds? Okay.
No.
Like, the things that I caught were very scant and far between. The one thing that I also caught throughout it was they kept using the word fault and, like, not your. Like there was a lot of things of, is this my fault? Is this not your fault? So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say here that this is a story about a character, Araragi, that's going to help people. But the thing is that he needs the most help.
Okay.
And he's the one that's got the mental illness, essentially. He's got not necessarily an explicit mental illness specifically, but he's got his own problems.
Right. Given that he's the perspective character and everything is so trippy, that means that there could be a lot of it that's just the style of the story.
Right.
Or there could be a lot of it that is basically tinted by the perspective of the main character.
Exactly. And so, I would say that there is a non-zero chance that there's a lot of it tinted by his perspective.
I'm all for that. That would be very interesting. Yeah.
I also really, really liked the perspective that they did from shifting between his first-person perspective when he was talking to the perfect order girl. Okay.
Right.
Which I want to go into this a little bit because I'm going to go off the deep end here in a second. I'm kind of building up to this. Then you have their whole shot being from the outside looking in, and it's like they have bars like they're in a cage. So, I'm going to go on a limb here. She is asking him about his usefulness for the Culture Festival. Throw out the Culture Festival. Who cares about that?
She's a psycho. She's something else. She's, and
she is perfect order and structure and everything. No, she's nuts. She's nuts.
Yeah. Before Senjigahara showed up and did the whole thing with the box cutter and everything.
Right.
I was thinking this girl's the yandere. Like this girl's straight up yandere, and there's going to be some point where she snaps, right?
And I think what they were trying to divert our attention from is contrasting her with Senjigahara. When I think actually the point is that Senjigahara is actually going to be the most normal,
the most sane out
of everyone, and this girl is actually nuts, and she. Well, I'll say this is a classic anime trope thing, but when he mentioned another girl, she had this you could almost hear the cat hiss on there. So what I'm gonna guess is that there is some element of him self-projecting out his own fears and insecurities of being trapped in whatever his life is at this moment. Which is probably
maybe normalcy,
maybe powerlessness, maybe purposelessness, whatever.
All right.
But she is a representation in that moment of him trying to seek out potentially some order, some structure.
Gotcha.
In that.
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah.
Then he starts revealing that he's no, I felt this thing
to adventure.
Yes, with Senjugahara,
right.
and the order part just kind of like
okay,
no, adventure. That's we don't now, deal with that.
Now one other person that isn't really a character yet because they haven't said anything
is the blonde
the
Shinobu.
Shinobu. She actually so far. Just because she hasn't said anything, I get the feeling.
Right.
She actually seems like the most normal out of everybody. Well, because she hasn't said anything, so we haven't gotten any real, like, signs that she is off in some way.
Well, I think the point is that everyone's off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's the whole thing.
Yes.
But I think we just don't know what her off part is yet.
Right.
And for now, she just seems...
Quiet.
One
of the things that I thought was really, really funny is... when they would do all the environmental sort of impressionistic shots, and then they would transition back, but they would keep Shinobu in the spotlight.
Yeah,
even though she was out of shot, she wasn't engaging in the conversation and stuff. It almost felt like they were trying to highlight the fact that she was not engaging,
or that she is not nothing.
Sure.
Because they were like, oh yeah, she's nothing. She's nothing. What do you mean she's nothing? I asked what she is. It's like, right. She is this of a, a reject of a vampire from something of a demon.
Right.
And it's like, okay. And it's like,
right.
oh yeah, of course. So she's nothing. And it's like, wait a minute. No, hold on here.
Yeah. A lot of the things that these characters said didn't really make sense, but the fact that it doesn't make sense makes you question, is it that it actually makes sense and we just don't see the context of how it makes sense within the story?
That's what it is.
Or it's actually just that this is an acid trip and it makes no sense. So
the usually easy answer is that it's yes and both, and that I think actually the thing is going to be that the show makes you a little crazy.
Sure, okay.
Because you have to try and understand it because you want to enjoy it.
Right.
So
I'm sure it makes perfect sense when you're on acid.
Oh yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What was the other thing that really stood out to me? It was the okay. So he leaves the classroom with the order girl, the perfect girl.
Yeah.
When he leaves, he's going to see Oshino anyway. And he's going to see Oshino about Senjugahara. Like he's already going there basically to, or no, he said he was just going to go see Oshino. Okay, let me not assume anything. I'm going to backtrack here.
I feel like you almost can't really say anything about this series because or just from what we've seen of this episode, because there's so many things that don't make sense. It's almost like I feel like logic isn't what you're supposed to bring to the table.
No, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? The point is that there's a weird plot convenience, if you think about it, of him leaving to go see the person that can help Senjugahara. Senjugahara shows up and basically gives the first conflict bit of the series by being the first threat against, Araragi here.
All right.
But what's funny is that up until that point, we had been both thinking, apparently, we hadn't been saying it, this girl creeps me out. Like we both had the
Senjugahara or the other girl?
No, the other girl. The other girl that was writing all the stuff down and stuff.
Yeah.
So we immediately have our attention diverted from her. Aggressively.
To almost what seems like her polar opposite. And their design is very similar. There was a part of me that was wondering if this is the same person. It's actually like some split thing in Senjugahara is actually some phantom like pulled off, and that's why she doesn't weigh anything, Because this was the other thing. They talked about the equivalent exchange, and she talked about the kilograms of different things, and spite was
97 or something,
But if 96. She only weighs 5 kilograms, then maybe it's that she's that 5 kilogram, that small percent aspect of this order girl that actually wants chaos. And it's extracted from her,
Sure.
I mean, could be.
I mean, I would never reject a theory at this point, right? What I was going with the plot convenience thing is that she shows up and basically says, I need help. Which is hilarious, I think. Okay. She shows up, basically threatens to kill him, the X-Acto knife and everything like that. But what is funny is that he is apparently equipped with the exact tools necessary to help her.
Right.
She shows up, and basically, he was never in any danger. He was a vampire.
Really. Right. As long as she didn't actually
He's not immortal.
kill him.
He's not immortal, but if she had cut his cut his mouth or everything, that would have been fine. But, okay, here's the thing. He was scared. He was very scared.
Right.
Why?
I mean, maybe he can still feel pain?
No, I think he can definitely feel pain, but why would he not then, brag essentially about this? Is it basically that she just would kill him?
Sure.
Or
yeah, you probably don't want to talk about all that.
Right. Or here's a crazy thought. Up until this point, we still have no inklings about him being connected to the supernatural, to the phenomenal and stuff.
Yep.
What if this is a story about wish fulfillment? Now,
I'm gonna
go really deep here.
I like it.
He is everyman.
Yes.
He's meant to be the insert here.
Yeah.
What if the reason why this story is so popular is that it's breaking down the whole idea of wish fulfillment?
Okay.
The very first shot in the entire show is a 1 second flash of a panty shot.
I think it was more than 1 second. Like,
well, the point is they
lingered on that.
Well, they lingered on it, but but they showed the time. They showed the time.
Right.
That was a second. That was
yes, that's right.
That was the point. So, what I think there could be something here is that so far every other character that's kind of interacted directly with him
revolves around him
in some way. He's kind of important,
right? Even the Order girl, it was very quickly established, like, oh, this, maybe this girl has some
feelings for him. She's mimicking what he does. You caught that? Yep, that was really cool.
And then of course, this gorgeous girl, well, after falling into his arms, apparently whether that was
how convenient,
a dream or something that happened in the past or whatever, then she just comes up and basically loudly declares that not that she likes him or anything, or that there's something, but basically there's something there that he can, like, something curious that will disrupt his everyday life, right? And then he can go follow that if he wants to, and because he has this whole regeneration thing, he doesn't necessarily have to fear the consequences, right? She can threaten him, and it's no big deal, and he can still follow the adventure. They could. Yeah. That almost seems like they could make this entire thing one big dream.
Yes, and the thing that would be cool, instead of making it a dream where he would ever wake up, is just have it all be in his wish fulfillment world,
right?
And it all matters. It all matters because it ties to who he is as a person. And this is where I say it's just something that's really interesting. Once he starts getting, free of her grasp or whatever like that, the blood, came out, he got pinched by the thing and everything like that. He's freaking out. He's, like, in pain and stuff like that. But when he comes back to her, he's all confident. He's like, the wound is gone. What I think might have happened here, for this is all correct, and this is all some wish fulfillment thing, is that he basically wished that this whole thing would go this way.
Hey, maybe this really has a lot of similarities to Haruhi, and he's actually God.
Yeah.
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
He's got, in a way, if you were in your own world, your own alternate reality, and it was yours, you would be God. You would have perfect control over everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to be looking out for the kind of things where he conveniently suddenly has a reality work in his favor.
Well, I mean,
I'm going to be looking out for that.
Okay. And let's just take roll here. 5 characters so far.
Yes.
We've got the sort of slightly, like, thuggish other dude that's, cool and his buddy, right?
With little upside down crosses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the one earring that's upside down cross and then no earring on the other side and everything. And then you've got, but then you have 3 girls. All fall into stereotypical roles, kind of. They do it very differently. But, okay, you've got the person that's probably a yandere that already likes him, right?
Yeah.
Sits next to him in class and all that stuff. You've got the tsundere, but I mean, how much of a tsundere are they?
Yeah, he didn't even know was in his class with him for 3 years.
Exactly. At that point, they might as well be a mysterious transfer student.
Yeah.
And then you have Shinobu, who is the person that is quiet, right? Doesn't say anything.
Right.
You know, so that yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple tropes we're going to be kind of looking out for to see if they lead towards specific kind of conclusions about what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But on other fronts, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they buck those conventions, because I feel like we've stumbled into another breaking down deconstruction type story.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Although I would almost say that this thing doesn't have enough form in order to be a deconstruction. like
yes.
I mean, let's be real.
Okay, that was good. That was a really good line. No, well done. Oh, yeah,
I'm so excited to see what they do with this, because
that's true.
Because the thing is, this show is definitely artistic, to say the least. And this is the kind of show that I don't think there is another one like it, right? You know, it screams uniqueness, right? Mm-hmm. So awesome. We've discovered a one of a kind series, and we'll just have to see where it takes us.
Yeah. It does seem like the kind of thing, though, where you would get kind of the JoJo effect, though, and have a lot of things that try to copy a specific aspect of it, but just end up can't do it. Just in this one episode, it seems like it has that bizarre aspect of JoJo's, but in a very high school kind of waifu best girl kind of.
And the whole thing of the you mentioned Haruhi, and the similarities are definitely there. And one of the popular theories for Haruhi as a franchise that never really got explored was, is the main character actually God? Mm-hmm. So the fact that there's decent grounds that might be the case here in the first episode already,
right?
You know, and that they introduced the well, no, there wasn't really a yandere and Haruhi, not really, but the tsundere type character that drags the protagonist around. Mm-hmm. Kind of, sort of. I guess he did the dragging, and then the silent character.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely way different than Haruhi, and is not at all the same kind of story. But seems like I would not be surprised if there was a fair amount
of
inspiration.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this crazy reaction discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, where you can chat with us about stories, crazy girls, just whatever.
Yep.
And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.